I can't do this anymore. Left my past all on the floor. I've been trying to keep it moving, now we going.
What's up, RealRam fam? So I thought that I would take a moment to just sit and talk with you. Wanted to let you know that I will make some slight changes to the channel, not big or major ones. I thought that maybe I would be a little bit more vulnerable and open with you. If you go back to one of my first videos, I told you the reasons why I started YouTube in the first place. At that time, I was living overseas in Switzerland, and I thought that it would be a good idea to show people how things were over there in Switzerland, how it was to be a diplomat, and some friends and family wanted to keep in touch with my family. Wanted to see how the kids were growing and how schools were, and people had questions. So that was why I started. Well, we were moving and got to another country, the country of Burkina Faso, Africa. And then me and the children ended up back here in the United States. So things changed. And so once I ended up back in the United States, that no longer means I am a diplomat. But I thought about what is it that I would like to share with you all, right? The whole thing is for me to share my experiences with you, to feel like I'm not alone, and for you to feel that you're not alone, but also that we can learn and grow together. So I am going to continue on with the original request to talk about how I've made it through parenting 4 children, how it even just started from the beginning, right? From parenting 1 child, because I was active duty at the time. So we were dual military parents. We were kind of young. And then how we've transitioned through multiple military relocations, and just how was it being Black people in the Air Force, or just military period. The multiple relocations, as I said, being a Black married couple in the military, being a young couple in the military, being young parents in the military, or just being young parents, period. Being a young couple who did not have close family, how I managed to still go to college. How was it, with my husband being away on the multiple deployments that he's had? And just other things people have asked me. I can't remember all of them on the top of my head, but those are the major ones. And as my children get older, how has it been, with them in sports, choosing the right schools, parenting decisions that we've made and that I have made, because again, some of those times my husband was not here. But the bigger thing now is that I'm not overseas anymore. I'm not a diplomat anymore. I am an average Black American like you all. I mean, I guess I can't really say average all the time, but I'm a Black female American just like you. And I have feelings. I am bothered by the things that we see every day. I was advised at one point to not talk so much about the things that we see every day and kind of mix up the channel. So you may have seen that, right? You've seen that I've tried to talk about hair and talk about finances and talk about buying a home and, all different types of things. But it doesn't change what we go through every day. And there's things on your mind, things that's on my mind that we try to navigate through. And we're trying to be professionals in spaces that are not always meant for us. We're trying to be our authentic selves. We're trying to just walk down the street. We're trying to just enjoy our music. We're trying to just be us, read books, be nerds, be geeks, be preps, as we call it in Kansas. If you're a prep, you're a prep. And not have to shift and code switch and all that to fit the narrative that others have written for us, and to know that it's okay. Whatever your flavor is, because we're all made differently. I try not to talk so much about politics, but the stuff that's happening to us is still political. No matter how we frame it, politics still shapes and frames what happens to us. Today, I have a senior, a son who is a senior. He's about to graduate. There are questions that I have. There's anxieties that I have. Because also, I did not attend my high school graduation. I was already in the Air Force. So I don't know what it's like. So there's questions that I would have for you viewers to tell me what you did and what to do. And those of you who've already raised a child who's graduated from high school. The fact that I only have one daughter. So yeah, like I said, changes is going to be about being a little bit more vulnerable and sharing. I'm going to continue to share the experiences that I've had, because you may want to do these things in the future. You may have questions, or you may just feel like you don't fit in and you don't belong. So I've learned in the diplomatic community, floral arrangements, how to do that, tea parties, things that we thought weren't for us, but we're going to need in the long run. Or you may think you don't need it, but this is the proper way to host a party, when you have guests over. Because we don't always want to do the same things that some of us in the community do. So please just stay tuned. Submit questions to me, participate, because I will still try to have interactive lives, find some type of giveaways and discounts and stuff with people that I partner with. This jewelry that I am wearing is from my friend who sells paparazzi necklace and with the matching earrings, Christina Jackson. Her thing is called Jewels for Days. You can find her on Instagram and also on Facebook. I have my Avon consultant, Serena Bell. She sells from out of Tennessee, but you can find her online as well. So just please stay tuned. Please stay interactive. And you remember that you were made for a purpose that only you can fulfill.
What do you call them?
I can't do this anymore. Left my past all on the floor. I've been trying to keep it moving. Now we going north, going up 2, 3, up 2, 3. Got this joy inside of me because I can't do this anymore.